Hello everyone, this is Gunny from XXLStarsXX, and this is a small noob's guide to Counter-Strike Source. I decided since one of my friends started picking up Counter-Strike, and I've been letting him play on my account for a little bit so he can play Counter-Strike and get to know it before he plays, I decided I'm going to make this small guide so he and other people who are new to Counter-Strike can check this out, and they can hopefully learn from it. So, first off, when playing Counter-Strike, you're going to realize people have been here longer than you have, and they know the ins and outs of Counter-Strike way more than you do. That doesn't mean you can't play. Basically, you are going to go into servers where it becomes really competitive, and it comes to the fact that you're going to die a lot, like I'm dying in gun game. It's been for I normally wouldn't be doing so bad, but ever since the update, I've kind of lost my gun game, I guess you want to say skills, if a lot of people want to put it, since the server I normally play on had been down forever because the gun game mod they had been using. Apparently they use a custom one, and the guy, I don't even know if it's custom or not. I just know that it took them forever to find their gun game mod. But anyways, when you first join Counter-Strike, you don't want to go jump straight into what Counter-Strike was meant, which is the either hostage or bomb defusal. You just want to go in and you want to find the game modes. Experiment with everything. I highly recommend that you go make your own little server. It's like there's a button where you can play a private match by yourself with create a server. I strongly recommend you do that and play against the bots because that can easily help you get to know the feel of Counter-Strike, and I would also use that to test out guns to see which one suits your playstyle if you're planning to go into Counter-Strike just by itself and not play any of the gameplay mods like pubs or just standard servers. Now, if you're not willing to do that, then you can just skip. You can still do the weapons step because a lot of times you can join deathmatch servers and you'll have a wide selection of guns to choose from. And having your favorite gun and a few backup guns will always be helpful, especially in a game like this. So the gameplay mods, for people who do not know, are the one I'm currently playing right now, which is Gun Game. If you have played Black Ops, you kind of know what Gun Game is. A lot of people think Counter-Strike had copied Black Ops from Gun Game, but it turns out Gun Game was here way before Black Ops. Also, there is Surf, which is basically kind of... I really don't know how to explain Surf. It's, I'm not going to explain Surf. You can look up Surf gameplay, Counter-Strike Surf gameplay, and check it out for yourself. But that one requires a lot of practice because you have to actually surf the ramp objects and actually maneuver them correctly in order to actually succeed. And a lot of surf servers these days, they have deathmatch, so if you die, it's not the end of the world. You don't have to wait till everyone else dies. You'll automatically respawn with full health, full everything. Then there is standard deathmatch servers. Now, those servers, it's basically the majority of the maps is a map called CS Crack House, which is basically kind of what you would expect from maybe a ghetto apartment, a ghetto raid where it's a crack house and the T's are the criminals and the CT's are the cops and whatever. But it basically turns out to be an all-out deathmatch. Now, playing this mode will help you realize that a lot of people are using a lot of the guns are overpowered, especially the AWP. The AWP is the most overpowered gun in the game that a lot of people think. I honestly don't think it's overpowered. I think it's just it requires a great amount of skill, but I've heard from a lot of my friends who play Counter-Strike, they think it's the most overpowered game in the game. The only overpowered gun I think is the AK, because just basically mastering the recoil, you can get kills however you want. And you basically really can't. You're basically almost indestructible if you master the recoil of the AK-47. Then there comes down to minigames. Minigames is basically not required for you to learn much. They're basically small or sorted games that you can play, and most of them are centered around which team can survive the longest and which team can't. A lot of the minigames are taking place on really popular servers. There aren't any new upcoming servers that are minigame. Most of them are turning out to be gun games, scrim, or jailbreak servers, since those are really the majority. Jailbreak is basically kind of like I guess you can say partially prison roleplay. There are CTs, which are the wardens, and then the Ts, which are the prisoners. I will probably make more of an in-depth guide in how to effectively play Jailbreak, and that way you can play Jailbreak, enjoy it, and the admins won't ban you because you're doing it wrong. Uh, Also, there is zombie mods. Now, there's, I think, 3. Regular zombie, which is just like survive against hordes of waves of zombies. Well, basically, yeah, it's kind of like that. Think Left 4 Dead, but in Counter-Strike, except and like the zombies are the same. Then there's zombie escape, which is basically you have to hold out for a certain amount of time against waves of zombies. I don't know why it's called escape, but anyways. Then there that's actually a zombie escape and then the zombie onslaught, I guess. What else is there? That's all I can think of. Oh, and then there's Death Run. Death Run is probably if I could ever find a good server for Death Run, that would probably be my favorite game mode. It's come not really as popular as much. I mean, you'll just like see them on servers like Friendly Fire and Hell's Gamers, but there won't be any new upcoming Death Run servers that I know of pretty short and pretty much soon, because no one wants to go against something that's controlled by Hell's Gamers or any other one. There is a Hell's Gamer jailbreak, but that is not really a popular server. It's turned out to be a real shit of a server. And that's basically all the game modes. Now, these game modes are fully playable. You do not have to download anything. You don't have to download a certain client. You don't have to go and download a certain modification. Joining these games, you'll normally have to download the map from the game itself, and that doesn't. For people who are worried that it gives you viruses, why would a game give you a virus unless it's a game that was created by some hacker? Now, you can, if you want, you can do like me and a whole bunch of other people do, and go out and get modifications for your guns and your skins and whatever. You can check it out at GameBanana.com. You can Google Game Banana if you don't know how to spell banana, which is kind of sad if you don't. But that's basically it. I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll talk to you later.